Friends, what is up? Welcome back to the Altcoin Insider channel. Today, we are witnessing absolute madness in the market. If you open CoinGecko or check the crypto YouTube trends over the last 24 hours, you'll see the exact same picture everywhere. Everyone is screaming about ZORA, Pump.fun, and SUI. Massive green candles, hundreds of percents in growth, and pure euphoria bubbling over. The retail crowd the Moon Boys are once again chasing quick tinks gains, buying the absolute tops. But I want you to ask yourself one simple question today. Did you come into crypto to become someone else's exit liquidity, or did you come here to take profits alongside the smart money? While retail investors are jumping into the departing train of meme coins and overhyped narratives, the real money is quietly accumulating fundamental assets right now. Today, we are going to break down why this current pump in ZORA and Pump is just the very early stage of a massive macroeconomic shift. I will show you how this hype signals the true beginning of the 2026 altcoin season. And most importantly, we will do a deep technical dive into our heavyweights, XRP and HBAR. I'll show you the exact levels where institutions are setting a trap, where my limit orders are resting, and why the real explosion for these two coins is still ahead of us. Get comfortable, smash that like button in advance, and let's jump into the charts. The anatomy of hype, ZORA, Pump, and SUI. Before we get to our heavyweights, let's dissect the coins that are screaming from every crypto timeline right now. You asked for a breakdown of the trends, so here it is. Let's look at the fundamentals and the charts for ZORA, Pump, Fun, and SUI. We need to see where the real money is and where the market maker's trap is hidden. Let's start with the most rational of the three SUI. Fundamentally, this is a powerful Layer 1 blockchain built on the Move language. They are aggressively stealing liquidity and developers, building a strong ecosystem around DeFi and gaming. The numbers here are serious. Daily trading volume has surpassed $2 billion, with a market cap of $14.5 billion. Technically, we are looking at a confident, healthy uptrend. The coin is printing higher highs and higher lows. But there is a massive but. Entering SUI right now, when it is sitting at a local high after a prolonged rally, is a direct violation of basic risk management. If you didn't build your position at the bottom of this channel, buying now just means you are feeding the whales who are taking profit on you. Wait for a pullback, look for liquidity zones lower down. Do not jump into a moving train. Next up, Pump.fun. We have a market cap approaching $1 billion, 992 million, and a daily trading volume of 427 million. The fundamentals? It's the engine of the meme casino on Solana. Yes, the protocol generates insane fees, but the token itself is a tool of pure speculation. Look at the chart. We are witnessing a classic distribution phase. Whales who got tokens early or farmed them are methodically offloading their bags onto retail investors who just read a tweet about the next 100x gem. The chart is choppy, volatility is off the charts, and support levels are completely blurred. Trading this with a stop loss is practically impossible. You will get liquidated by a sudden wick. This isn't investing. It's betting on black at the roulette table. Leave this to the gamblers. And finally, the star of the show, ZORA. Fundamentally, it's a Layer 2 solution for creators and NFT. The narrative is interesting, but let's look at the brutal math. The market cap is $252 million. Yet the daily trading volume is 453 million. The daily turnover is almost double the entire market cap. It grew 393% in a single week. Open the chart. This is a pure textbook parabola. The trend angle is approaching 90 degrees. The RSI, Relative Strength Index, has flown into deep space and broken through every conceivable overbought threshold. Remember this rule. Parabolas always break, 100% of the time. And when this parabola breaks, we will see a classic blow-off top of buying climax followed by a bloody 50-70% dump. If you press the buy button on ZORA right now, congratulations, you have officially become someone else's exit liquidity. The conclusion for this trio is simple. SUI is a good asset, but it needs a retracement. Pump is a casino. ZORA is a ticking time bomb about to explode in retail's hands. So I am closing these charts and returning to where the massive capital is currently pouring a concrete foundation. Let's move to XRP and HBAR. Block 2. How smart money moves. This brings us to the most interesting part. Where does the money go after these localized pumps? Welcome to the mechanics of the 2026 altcoin season. We are seeing a textbook rotation of capital. First, Bitcoin sucks up all the liquidity in the room. Smart money locks in their profits by selling Bitcoin to retail at the top, and then they start cycling those funds into altcoins. Initially, the hyped low caps, meme coins, and aggressively marketed projects shoot up first, exactly what we are seeing today with Pump and ZORA. Market makers need to do this to bring the risk-on appetite back to the market, making the crowd believe in easy money again. But truly massive, institutional capital cannot enter ZORA. There simply isn't enough liquidity for billion-dollar funds without causing massive slippage. But true, large capital is waiting for transparency, regulation, and real-world utility. And that is exactly why, while everyone is distracted by memes, institutions are methodically sweeping up XRP and HBAR. These coins might seem heavy to move, and they don't have explosive volatility every single day, but their macro narrative is infinitely stronger. This is a long-term game. We are talking about ISO 20022 implementation, real-world asset, RWA, tokenization, and enterprise-grade banking corridors. When the liquidity eventually flows out of the hype assets and into these utility giants, we won't just see a local pump, we will see a fundamental macroeconomic repricing. Block 3. The institutional trap and targets. Let's transition to the XRP chart. Amidst all this market noise, Ripple continues to execute its master plan. The launch of the RLUSD stablecoin isn't just a news headline. It's a massive catalyst that cements XRP's role as a bridge asset for cross-border payments. Brad Garlinghouse is building financial infrastructure that is designed to operate for decades. What are we seeing technically? Let's open the daily time frame. Right now, we are trading in a highly critical zone. Our key resistance level, the line that officially breaks the bearish market, structures the 1.51 mark. This is exactly the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level from the previous major impulse. If we can secure a weekly close above this level, the road higher is wide open. But I need you to be careful. I've analyzed the on-chain data, and there is a colossal wall of resistance waiting right above us. In the 1.76 to 1.8 range, there is an accumulation of nearly 2 billion XRP tokens. This is dead weight from people who got trapped at the previous tops and will be desperate to exit at break-even. Retail buying pressure alone will not be enough to smash through that wall. We need a massive influx of institutional capital to absorb it. Because of this, my game plan for XRP remains ice cold. I am not buying local breakouts. My limit orders to add to my core position are strictly placed down at the 1.27 level. If the market maker gives us a fake out dump to shake out the weak hands before the real launch, I will be there waiting to buy their fear. My conservative macro targets for the end of 2026 involve blowing past the 2018 all-time high of 3.84, pushing into the 4 to 6 range as soon as institutional payment gateways are fully operational and we get regulatory clarity on an XRP ETF. Deep technical fundamental dive. HBAR. Now let's switch gears to hedera, our favorite, HBAR. If XRP is all about loud headlines, lawsuits, and bank transfers, HBAR is the silent corporate machine working relentlessly under the hood. While the retail crowd plays casino games on Pump.fun, real-world enterprises are onboarding onto Hedera. Total value locked TVL is growing, and corporate integrations are expanding continuously. Look at this chart. The technical setup here is straight out of a textbook. We have tested the 0.11, 0.12 support zone multiple times now, and every single time we see strong buying absorption. There is no panic selling here. This is not a blow-off top. This is a classic base building phase by a major player. Pay close attention to the indicators. The RSI is sitting comfortably in the neutral mid-range. The market is resting and gathering strength. But the juiciest part is the MACD histogram. We are seeing massive compression right at the zero line. Simultaneously, the Bollinger Bands are squeezing incredibly tight. In technical analysis, this kind of spring compression almost always precedes a violent, impulsive move. We are forming a beautiful double bottom pattern. As soon as the price breaks the upper Bollinger Band at 0.11 and confirms it as support, our first local target is the completion of that double bottom at 0.14, 0.15. Once we clear that block, the path is wide open toward the 200-day moving average, targeting the 0.16, 0.2 range. My strategy here is identical. I have limit buckets waiting down in the 0.09 zone, just in case the market maker decides to print a capitulation wick to wipe out the over-leveraged longs. I am building my base E. I am waiting. Conclusion and risk management. Let's summarize, friends. The 2026 altcoin season has been initiated. What you are seeing today at the top of the search engine's ZORA SUI, these are just the first sparks of a massive forest fire. But do not let FOMO, fear of missing out, dictate your portfolio. If you missed a pump, let it go. Do not jump into the last carriage of the train, or the whales will dump their bags on your head. Real wealth in crypto is built on discipline. I hedge my high-risk altcoins with Bitcoin, I strictly enforce risk management, and I buy when the fear index is at absolute rock bottom, not when every YouTuber is screaming to the moon. The institutions are already here. They aren't buying memes. They are buying the future infrastructure of finance XRP and HBAR. Set your limit orders, prepare for volatility, and do not let the market maker steal your coin. If you found value in this breakdown and you want more hard-hitting, no BS analytics without the rose-tinted glass, smash that like button, subscribe to the Altcoin Insider channel, and let me know in the comments below. Are you holding your XRP tight right now, or are you rotating into the hype tokens? I'll be reading through your strategies. This has been Altcoin Insider wishing you massive profits. Protect your capital, and I will see you in the next video.